Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Wahome Thuku is a lawyer by profession. And without contradiction, let me make things clear here. Wahome Thuku is a supporter of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And because of that, you will expect him to support Uhuru Kenyatta's candidate in this election, none other than Raila Amolo Odinga and Martha Karua. And beside this, Wahome Thuku has come out to expose the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, on the fake promise that he gave to women in this country some time back. Ruto, in the beginning, he had promised that he's going to choose a woman as his running mate, just to try and embrace women, as far as we had a problem with the gender parity rule, which failed in the National Assembly twice. So Ruto said he's going to embrace women. But Thuku is reminding him on the fake promise that he gave and what he has finally done. And to prove what Thuku is talking about, we are going to check on a piece of story that was published by The Standard in August 31st, 2020. First of all, this is what Wahome Thuku has posted. Let us go. You promised to pick a woman as your running mate. In fact, as Solomon Kuria says, Solomon Kuria is the guy who was on an interview at a TV station. We are going to play that clip, by the way, so that you can also listen to him. Some of the women in your phone book started buying new clothes, hoping you would name them. Wapi. You couldn't keep such as simple promise. Now, you are full of guilty. You are trying everything to prove that you value women. You are outdoing yourself trying to compensate reason. You are ready to summon women from all corners of the world to a stadium to show that you value them. It's too late, boss. You lied to women. You could keep your own simple promise. Your own. That's why you are wasting time signing some waste paper calling them women charter and fooling women. Yani, unaona wanawake wajinga. Just ask them to vote for you unconditionally. Mambo ya charter shenanigans wachia comedians. Let me ask, which woman would you sign a charter with? Which is this Kenya woman who prepared the others in your circle? Good question. If Raila Odinga was to sign a charter with women of Kenya, he would sign with Martha Karua. Why? Because as a matter of constitutional provision, he has picked Martha as a woman as his running mate. Which woman would you sign with? Waiguru, Kate Waruguru, Toto, which one? If I were to sign a charter with woman myself, I would sign with my wife. She presents women to me. She is my running mate. I always introduce her first in public gathering without waiting to be reminded twice. Which woman would you sign with? Tapeli.
These manifestos will just boil down to one thing. Who can you trust? William Ruto promised women the possession of a running mate. Waiguru prepared. Susan Keheka got prepared. Alice Wahome even bought new clothes. But none of them got the possession. He ended up appointing Rigathi Gachagua as the running mate. Raila Odinga has appointed Martha Karua as the running mate. Even Wajakoya, who has issues, has a female running mate. Mwaure has a female running mate. So clearly, women can see who they can trust. Out of 4, only one individual has not seen a woman across the country who is qualified to deputize.
Is that not misplaced?
I am wondering, it's first of all,
So,
how is the question?
You're getting your chance.
But the question
in a minute, you're getting your chance.
Let me talk,
You will
because
respond
she
to that.
doesn't want to
We
hear
have
the
to close.
facts.
No, it's not factual.
Look at this.
It's not factual.
We have a constitutional crisis. We need to address the issue of gender parity.
Okay.
It is actually anchored in the constitution that for any available positions, make sure there is balance. There are only two positions at the helm in this country: the president and the running mate. Where are the women in Kenya Kwanza at the helm of
hold it right
this
there.
country?
Now, let us go to the Standard and see what they published there. This was a story published by Standard newspaper in August 31st, 2020, with the headline, DP Ruto promised to name female running mate in 2022. Deputy President William Ruto has said he will name a woman as running mate in 2022 presidential elections. Dr. Ruto, who has already begun his campaign, said he is alive to the two-third gender rule that is yet to be implemented. He said it is high time the two-third gender rule was implemented to allow women get equal opportunity in government to address numerous problems facing women and youth. Ruto said any debate on the constitution should give priority to the two-third gender rule and its implementation. It is high time women were given equal opportunity in policy and the development of the nation. The two-third gender rule should be given priority in any discussion involving the constitution. That is why I am ready to have a woman as a deputy, Ruto said. Speaking in Mombasa while issuing sanitary pads to women donated by the United Nations Population Fund, Ruto said women are the backbone of the nation and ought to be given equal opportunity to run government affairs. I am a father of 4 girls and they deserve as much as chances as boys. It is our sister, mother, daughter, and wives who will benefit from the two-third gender rule, he said, urging women to be wary of leaders who only want their votes. Huyo ni William Samuel Ruto. Now we're going to continue with the panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who would comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the first thing, if you read this story and compare to what Mr. Wahome Thuku is saying, for me, I found truth in Wahome Thuku. The Deputy President William Samoei Ruto just took the women of this country for a ride. For him, in his own thinking, he believed that you can easily cheat women in this country and run away with it. He gave fake promise. He never delivered. Many people believe that Ruto is going to choose a woman as a running mate immediately after he said this in 2020. That means it was 2 years ahead of this election. So he had enough time to look for the best candidate from the women whom he can choose as his running mate. But despite having 2 years to do that, Ruto ended up going for Rigathi Gachagua. He never embraced any women. So that alone makes me to believe and I comfortably say that William Samoei Ruto just lied to the women. He is a liar. I don't know how to describe that. having read this story. And if there is anyone who is still believing that William Samoei Ruto can breathe life into the 2/3 gender rule in this country, then you should forget. Ruto has shown no any interest to fulfill that. Ruto has proved that he has no any interest in the Kenyan women. Ruto has no plan for the women in this country. The only person who has embraced that, even without saying too much, it is Raila Odinga, it is Wajakoya, and Wahiga. All of these three, they have women as their running mate. But William Ruto is the odd one out in this election. So as Kenya is going to decide, they should know that it is only William Ruto who has Rigathi Gachagua, a former DO, and a one-term member of parliament as his running mate in this election. So if women expect that Ruto is going to breathe oxygen into 2/3 gender role, that parity will not be met. Forget. Look at the chief cabinet secretary is choosing. It is Musalia Mudavadi. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Senator Wetangula. The Speaker of the Senate, the Kwale Governor, Amason King. Where is the women? In fact, if it were not for President Uhuru Kenyatta, even the judiciary, it might not have had Martha Koome as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. So, just imagine, in case Ruto will become the president, the only position women will be holding to, it is just the judiciary only. Because that is the third arm of the government. The executive, National Assembly, and the judiciary. That is the only place they will have. But if Raila Amolo Odinga becomes the president, then women have a chance everywhere. You go to the executive, Martha Karua is there. If you will come to the National Assembly, maybe the deputy speaker will be a woman. Mwenye deputy is a speaker mwenye atakuweko. And if you go to the judiciary, of course they are there, two of them. Mwilu and Koome. So in this election, the only person who has shown interest in embracing women leadership and a fight for 2/3 gender parity role, it is none other than Raila Odinga. Wajakoya has followed the suit, and Wahiga is following the suit. Ruto is the odd one out. So the meeting he has had today, it has nothing to do with the women in this country. It has all that Ruto need to become the president. It is a peer exercise. The Nyayo Stadium convention meeting Ruto had has nothing, no plan, no idea, no agenda, no strategy for the women in this country. It has all he needs to win the election. Because if he could not honor his word in 2020 to go ahead and choose a woman as a running mate, how can you trust that he's going to honor what he has said in 2022 that he will fulfill in 2023? How do you believe that? It's only a sick person who can believe what William Ruto is saying. Sio mgonjwa tu, mgonjwa wa mawazo, ama wacha tuseme tu ni mlemavu wa mawazo ambaye anaweza amini hii mambo yenye Ruto anaambia watu. Lazima kuwa tu wewe ni mlemavu wa mawazo. If you want to trust William Samoei Ruto, you can vote for Ruto but not putting the trust that what he has said he will fulfill. But the only person who is showing interest here, yule mwenye akona nia, akona mpango, anawazia hiyo mambo, ni Raila Amolo Odinga. Ameonyesha nia ya kwamba wamama wanatosha. So that is what Wahome Thuku was trying to expose here. So that the people of Mount Kenya, Western, Nairobi, Coast Region, Rift Valley, name them, Nyanza Region, the entire Kenya will go to the ballot voting when they know the kind of candidates they have in this election. Whether they are going to vote on issue of trust, or if they are going to vote on pattern of tribe or other issues, they should be informed. And Wahome Thuku is communicating to the undecided people. We have the undecided constituency in this country, and it is increasing. How is it increasing? William Ruto has been losing people according to the latest scientific opinion polls. And the people Ruto has been losing are going to the undecided side. That is the constituency Wahome Thuku is talking to. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, I must say thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, and see you in our next video.